Hello everyone and welcome to Season 2 of my 7 Days to Die Hard as Hell single-player series with insane difficulty and zombies always run. I'm an old guy gaming, and I am very glad to say that I am still alive. That's right, I'm still vertical, I'm still breathing, and truth be told, I actually got killed by a wolf yesterday off camera. So, if you have seen my previous video, which happened to me last night, but you probably won't see that video, for another day or two from now. I did actually have death number 3. Got killed by a wolf. But that happens in the game. So anyway, today we are about bridge building, and I have already started building this bridge. And again, if you watched the last episode, the plan is that we're going to bridge across to this island and then do another larger bridge across to the main island where we're going to set up our main base. One of the things that I had originally wanted to do was make the bridge from the pathway here, because this is kind of like, the road here, this little path. But the problem is that all of the blocks in this game will only rotate at right angles or at 90 degrees, and so I couldn't get it to, to line up that way. Could have done maybe a diamond-shaped bridge, perhaps, pointing to the northwest, and then maybe put wedges in. That probably would have worked, but I figured, well, let's just go ahead and put it in at the right angle. And this will work out okay, because if we're coming from this direction on the bike, we just cruise right on in here, and we just head right on over. I'm going to put rails up here, too, by the way. We'll have a little bit of a sharper turn if we're coming from this direction, but definitely not a big deal at all. So it probably goes without saying then that this is going to be a building focused episode. I haven't really had very many of those yet in this series, so this will be the first one where we'll almost exclusively do some building. And so the plan, again, like I said, is we're going to just build the bridge across to this island, and then depending upon how our time goes, we'll bridge over to the other island as well. So I have some supplies here, some concrete. I'm in the process of making some more ground. I needed to fill in some ground over there. And I'm using concrete for the pylons here, just because I can. I have plenty of concrete, so why not? And so let's get started with the building. Now, the other thing here is that wood and wood frames has a structural integrity of 8. So let's look at that. The max, what you do, if you don't already know this, what you do is you take the max load and you divide it by the mass. And 5 goes into 40 8 times. So these have a structural integrity of 8, which means I can go out up to 8 blocks and it'll still hold, but if I add a 9th block, then it'll collapse. 7 Days to Die is a little bit weird, though, when you start creating like a plane. So I have a plane of 4 blocks going across. It can get kind of weird. One way you can deal with that is that you can actually do a double layer. For some reason, if you add a double layer of blocks, it's more stable than if you only have a single layer, even though you are theoretically adding twice the weight to it. It's just kind of the weird way that the game works. But I'm not really going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and place supports at every 8th block all the way across, and I believe it should hold. Now, if I was just doing like a single row, like I did with the catwalk back in the city, then I would actually go 16. So I'd go 8 from this side, and then 8 from this side, and they'd meet in the middle and they'd be fine. But because we have more than just one row, it's a little more unstable, so that's why we're going to do the pillars at every 8 blocks. Okay? So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 there. So I'm going to put the supports starting on the 9th right here. Looks like I need a drink, so let's do that. I brought some supplies in my mini bike. I got some food and stuff in there because I figured I was probably going to be out here for a while. Once we get the bridge in place, then the next step will be to, start working on the main base. I have some other things I got to do too, though, and I got to get a forge house going as soon as possible, so I don't have to keep running all the way back, to our original base, which is way the heck back over here for that kind of thing. I'll leave this here, of course, and that'll become an outpost, so if we're going by that way in the future, we have a place to stop. But this is going to be our new home here. So let's get a shovel out, and we're going to go down one block, or I'm sorry, one block, that's right. Just kind of bury it down a little bit. It's not likely that we're going to have zombie problems. It's possible. What could happen is, we could get a running horde come through. Oh, speaking of which, shit. Okay, let's move away from here. That was funny. I didn't plan that, I promise. I did not plan that. So as I was saying, you could get a running horde coming through that could all, pile up on the supports there and start knocking on it. Which is why, again, I'm also using concrete for that reason. We'll just let these guys... She wants to mix it up here. We'll let the rest of them run on by on their merry way. That was so funny. As soon as I said running horde, the game spawned one in. That's probably not ever going to happen again in a million years. Then again, maybe it will. It's always throwing running hordes at me. So funny, though. Okay. But the thing is, though, is, I'm not going to be hanging out at the bridge normally. I'm hanging out there right now because I'm building it, of course, but once it's up, I'm just going to be riding across it. So it's not likely that we would get running hordes at the bridge after it's done being built. So we got meth head here. Okay. I think that clears us up. We got that guy out there, but I'm not worried about him. I'm right on the border of the desert and the forest too, so it's snowing or it's not snowing. Funny. Back to this. So expect, guys, to what the? Oh, they must have knocked some of that over or something. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, expect a lot more building episodes now moving forward. I'll try not to do every single episode a building episode, but it's going to take me a very long time to do everything that I have in mind for this island and for the new base and the estate and all that. So there will be quite a bit more building episodes in the future. But, we'll also have Horde Nights. I'll also have, we'll do some more exploring on the mini bike. Trips to the trader, that sort of thing too. Mixing it up. So it won't be just building, but just be prepared for more than I've done so far. And I know, a lot of people like that. A lot of people really like the building. In fact, it's one of the, the best things about this game, in my opinion. Why I like it so much is for the building. Even more than really the zombies and all that. But I just, haven't, up until now, really been ready to start doing that sort of thing. Okay, so we should be able to start putting these frames down, and they should hold, theoretically. Oh, I forgot to pull those supports out. I'll probably just leave them there until we get everything in place. I'm only going to upgrade the bridge to the first layer, too, because I just like the way it looks better. If worst comes to worst and some Zeds get up here and break some stuff, it's very easy to fix, so not the end of the world. Okay. Now we should be able to take these out, and everything should hold. Hopefully that water will fix itself. Well, it kind of did. That's the other weird thing about the water here in the game, is it's just really weird to work with and does some strange stuff sometimes. It also might have a little bit to do with this stuff down here. So let's get these piles of wood out of here. We can. Is it going to even let me? There we go. Okay, come on. Hit it. Yeah, it's not, that's so weird. Looks like I'm hitting the, okay, there we go. There we go. Here's a little bit here, too. Now, let's take some of this dirt. Since you can't make sand blocks in the normal game, you can in creative mode. And maybe just fill that in a little bit. Okay. We got another visitor over there. For those of you who don't know, I live in Colorado, and we actually had snow yesterday, first snow of the season. It didn't stick around. It usually doesn't in Colorado, but still, it was kind of cool to see snow. All right, so now we do have some broken water blocks here. I might be able to fix these. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's just see if it'll let me dump that in there. No, see, it's not letting me do it. Okay. Well, yeah, darn it. Don't know if I can do anything about that. Can't stand up or jump or dump it at all. I could. What happens if I try and dump it there? No, it's not going to let me do that either. Well, the only thing that I can possibly do is enable creative mode and get an actual, because you can actually get water blocks from creative mode and try and fill that in. Otherwise, there's not really anything we can do about it that I'm aware of. If you do have any suggestions other than going into creative mode, leave me a comment and let me know. I'll be happy to hear about it. But otherwise, I guess we're just going to have to live with that. Probably doesn't matter anyways, because we're not really going to be looking down there too much. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do the next set. You know what? Darn it. I took my chainsaw and I got a whole mess of wood, but did I bring any of that with me in the mini bike? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, good, good. Let's go ahead and pop one of these as well. Alright. I want to make a bunch more wood frames. Let's just make another, we'll say 100 of those for now. Nah, let's make another 200. Because we got to make the bridge on the other side. I think that's all the dirt I need for now, too. Yeah, I wished, it's really easy to break the water in this game, as you can see, so kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one will go... Oh, I can stand up here. Okay, that's good. Right there, I think. Nope, that's right underneath it. Okay, good. So let's... Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll put that guy there. I'm not going to have enough rebar to do the other side either. Rebar cylinder things here, so I'm going to have to run back to the base for that stuff. Okay, so 1, 2, and then right there where my cursor is where the next hole is going to go. Make sure that guy's not coming after me. Press the right button there, old guy. I'm recording this a little later than I usually do, so it's really time for me to go to bed, which I will do as soon as this episode's finished. Alright, so let's pick those up. See if that fixes itself. Sort of, kind of does. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird living in the forest now after we've been in the desert for so long. I want this to go there, and that to go there. Okay. The bridge on the other side is going to be more challenging just because the water's deeper over there. If you have played Minecraft before, you probably at some point were doing something underwater. And in Minecraft, you could go underwater and you could place a oh man, I'm drawing a blank. You could put something down there that would create an air pocket. Can't remember what it was now off the top of my head. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. But what you do is you would set this thing underwater, and it would create an air pocket, and then you could just, when you ran out of air, you just go over to the air pocket and replenish your air. Well, you can do the same thing in 7 Days to Die with like wood frames. So you can create like a little shelter on the floor of the water, of the ocean, or whatever it is, and then just block it out, and then you can step inside and you have an air pocket. So that is also doable in this game. Man, now it's going to bug me. I can't remember what that was in Minecraft that we would set down, to get the air. It'll come to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then yeah, that's the support there. So the pylon goes here, like so. And it looks like I broke the water again. And then this one will go here. Make sure nobody's sneaking up behind me. Oh! There it goes. Okay, fixed itself. Cool. Alright, let's go back this way. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta put another of these down. There we go. What I'm probably going to do too, guys, on some of these building episodes, is I'll probably do some time lapse. Just because, you know, once you kind of get the basic idea of what I'm doing, it'll probably be more time effective to do time lapse. Because then I can get more done, but, you know, in the same amount of time, and then you guys can, you know, watch it at high speed with some music and stuff playing. But we'll see how it goes. You know, let me know, too, in the comments if you, you know, if you like building, and, you know, you want me to stay with you through the whole thing, or if you prefer time-lapse, or if you don't, you know, it doesn't matter one way or the other. Always appreciate comments from everybody. Alright, so we're going to definitely need to do one more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop. No, wrong way. 8. Yeah, then that should work, because then I'll make the ramp coming down, and it should hit right about here where. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I can always put some dirt in there too if I need to. So this is where we should go, right? Yep, it is. Okay. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And then this one will go 1, 2, 3 right here. I think I want to actually go down 2 with that. Alright, so I'm 1 short. I will just keep a wood frame here for now to finish it out, and then I'll come back later with some more. Actually, what I probably will do is I'll probably just bring some forges out here and just bring them out here and build them. I kind of want to. You know what I don't really want to do though is set up, you know, a bunch of forges temporarily and then have to take them back down. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let's just go with this for now. We'll hit these from down below. Alright, cool. Now, what we want to do is let's get all of this stuff out of the way. Clear the ground. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can break that without digging the whole thing up. So we'll just dig the whole thing up. You know what? That's going to raise all of that. Alright, well, let's not mess with that anymore for now. Now we want to make some wood ramps. Ugh, I can't talk. Wood ramps. How many do I think I'm going to need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Let's start with 20-ish. Yeah, probably going to actually need more than that too, but we'll start with 20. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't really need that either, actually. Okay, so those all go across there. And then we want to... copy rotation? No. On face. Is that... Is that what I want to do? I'm too tired, I can't think straight. I think that's what I want to do. Here, let's just do one row. Now it's not, it's not flipping around. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That isn't what I wanted to do. I want this to go... like that. There we go. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm just really tired. My brain's not working right tonight. Okay. That's what we want. Alright, so I guess what we're going to have to do... Alright, what if we did this? Actually, let's get these upgraded first. If I put a block down here, is it going to raise this up? No, it's not. That's kind of weird, actually. It's like I guess it's just basically like a half block. So that means I need to either go down further, but then the water's going to probably seep in, or I need to raise it up. So what happens if I put dirt down here? Huh. Yeah, let's put dirt there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is really weird. Come on, dirt. You're not going where I want you to go. And that doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, see, that just takes it back out again. So I think what I'm going to have to do to make this work right is I'm going to have to dig this sand out, so that it gets on the level of the ramp. Like that. Okay, now I should be able to put a ramp, the bottom ramp in there. Aha! There we go. Okay. So, is this gonna do anything now? Not really, no. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do. We're just gonna have to dig this stuff out. And we'll probably have like a little ditch there, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. We'll make it go back far enough, though, to where it's not really going to be that big of a deal. Should probably leave that there, though, for the water. Have like a little dike here. Okay. Oh yeah, I completely miscounted on the wood frames. Let's do another 20 of those. Alright, so if we do copy rotation, nope, that's not what I want. What was it that I hit? On face? Auto rotate. Here, let's do it this way. Yeah, that'll work better. Nope, that's not working either. There. Getting cold, are we? Okay, and then copy rotation. And there we go. And one more. Copy rotation. vegetation. Excellent. Yeah. There's not much I can do about that. I could dig it all the way, you know, out to here, or a little further out to there anyway, just so there's not quite as much of an abrupt dip. But the problem is, too, is then I think we're just going to have to live with that. Not sure what else we could do. What about half blocks? Let's just try something here. Let's make 8 of these. If I would have known I was going to do this, I wouldn't have dug it out as far as I did, but it's alright. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly going to work. It just looks kind of weird, but... Oh, you know what, though? Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea that will legitimize what I'm doing here. I think I'm going to actually bring this out even further and put a railing there, just because what's going to happen is, you know, I'm coming along here on the mini bike, and I don't want to accidentally, you know, barrel off into the water. So we can basically put effectively like a guardrail out to at least this side of the road. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Well, anyway, we're out of time. Let me just show you one thing real quick before we stop the video. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these wood railings. And we're going to put the rails up. So these basically just go like this, right? And we'll put those all along on both sides of the bridge. And then we can come along and upgrade them to iron rails. More just because I think it'll look cooler than because we actually need to. So yeah, I'll put the rails along. Hey, get off my bridge, zombie! No zombies are allowed on this bridge. This is only for people who are alive. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rails on both sides, and then I'll probably go ahead and finish out my little guardrail setup down here. So I'll extend these half blocks out to, I'm saying probably about here with the guardrail, and then this bridge should be pretty much done, other than the fact that I got to run back to the base and get, you know, some more concrete cylinder for that last pylon. All right, and then the next project will be to build the bridge on the other side. I will get started with that. It's really just going to be more of the same, but like I said, it's going to take longer to do because the water's a lot deeper and a lot wider over there. So I'll get started with that, and then, you know, probably come into it at some point in the next episode when it's getting close to being finished, and bring you guys in at that point. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, and if you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Always good to get more people going. I'll catch you guys later.